Hello everybody, welcome back to the Tabletop Temple, where we paint, we play, and we pray to the dice gods. I want to start off by saying sorry to everyone who has been waiting for more Grimcoven speed paint tutorials. They were put on the back burner a little bit because of obligations that I have, but I promise I am going to do the entire series. Jumping back on the series, we are going to be painting today the Swarm Mistress. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and let's get started. The first color we're throwing on is Peachy Flesh for all of the skin tones. Swarm Mistress doesn't have too much skin exposed. You can mainly see it kind of under all of this barbed wood that she's completely covered in. They can be a bit confusing, but do the best you can. Just where I spotted the difference as best I can. So if you see more skin than I do, by all means. Now it can't be a Grimcoven paint video without throwing in some red in there. So use blood red for the bits and pieces on her wings. Again, trying to avoid the little wooden barbed areas. If you do happen to catch them, then it's pretty easy to clean up by going over it with some white, but you need to let the red dry completely, because otherwise, if you try to cover it too soon, you'll just end up with pink. And this is what it looks like so far. On to the next color. Next color I'm using is Bony matter, and you want to use this for her teeth, as well as what I'm assuming was a bit of fungus that was growing out on the side. I wasn't entirely sure. I just thought the Bony matter looked really good at this part in the end. Now we're going to be using a new color that I found. It's called Oculist Cloak. And I'm using it for this, what I'm assuming is a tattered dress that she is wearing. But another color you could possibly use in its place is Grim Black or Black Legion, as long as you thin it down, or quite frankly, one of my favorites, Gravelord Gray. But we'll be using that later on in the video anyway. Next color I'm using is Hardened Leather for all of the tree bits that is surrounding her. You could also go with Satchel Brown or even Wildwood from Citadel, but I didn't want this to be too dark. I just wanted it to be just bright enough and just interesting enough to look at for the wood. That's why I decided to go with Hardened Leather. Checking again the progress so far, this is what the Swarm Mistress looks like with everything we painted so far. That being said, on to the next color. And speaking of Gravelord Gray, let's go ahead and use it for those gravestones that are sticking out. I also used the Gravelord Gray to paint the ground as well. But that, my friends, is how you paint the Swarm Mistress from Grimcoven. If you liked today's video, please drop a like on it, leave a comment on how you're painting your Grimcoven miniatures so far, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. But as always, I am your friendly neighborhood guru, and I will see you on the next Tabletop Temple. Goodbye, my friends.